never touch a sport in their life. Never played a sport in their life.
Guarda que ahí se escapa el número 7, se escapa el número 7, si la hace bien. Sí, 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 puede ser, le pegó.
Yeah.
And example.
Jesus. Those are literally little kids, bro. You can never see a group of high school boys beat a group of grown men playing a sport. That's not real. What are you talking about?
Damn.
Hey, yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I bet. Let's get into it.
The only thing the U.S. women's soccer team has yet to win, equal pay.
Men's World Cup generates 6.1 billion in revenue. Teams get 7% of that revenue, while women's generate 131 million and teams get 23%.
Yeah, so I've heard that before. Well, it's like they're saying that the women don't get equal pay, but in fact, proportional to how much the league actually earns, they get paid 3 times as much. You feel what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Because they're paid out 23% of the total revenue of the whole league. The men only get paid out 7%. They make way more money because the league makes way more money. But that's not their fault. So who are you supposed to blame for this? Equality for its own sake is stupid.
Viewing records, and yet despite all of this, we're still paid less than our male counterparts.
Now, no,
Okay.
the US national team is really successful.
Like, pay is not just a function of the fact that y'all be doing the same thing. Like, you realize that, right? It's also a function of your skill and your ability to actually perform the task.
Right.
If me and you were doing the same thing, but I'm way better than you at it, and I do it twice as fast, of course they pay me more than you. Are you stupid?
People are going to pay for what looks really good and entertaining. Give
Right.
the people what they want.
Right.
They're going to pay for it.
And that's
why they're going to actually profit from it.
That's the one thing that they are loath to acknowledge in all of these arguments. The men are simply better than you. That's why.
Unfortunately, that's
They're
like-
better than you. That's why they get paid more.
The unfortunate reality.
It's not because, men have been doing it longer, men have been being
Nothing.
supported longer. There's no amount of support or time doing it that's going to let women start jumping and put the ball through their legs and dunk it. That's never, ever going to happen. Y'all never, ever going to be running them track and field times that men run.
And the
you just
fans
can't.
pay for the tickets that the people want to see. So, like, that's all
It's not
it
that
is.
complicated. Give the people
They
what they
profit
want.
from it, from people buying it. The fans want to
Right.
see it. It's entertainment, and that's what they want to see. So therefore, they pay for it.
Right.
And the fact
they
that
don't want to
we're
see
not-
you, so they
Right.
don't pay for it. And the problem
Reality.
is that there's a very good comparison to be made. It's that you're playing the same sport, but yet they do all type of shit that you can't dream of doing. And the shit they do is hella exciting. It's not random regular stuff.
Yep.
They don't just look bigger and be doing it. No, they're better. It's not that complicated. And sometimes it doesn't even really have anything to do with what you're doing. Sometimes, because it's like, or rather skill, because some have made arguments that women are more skillful at sports and men rely more on physicality, strength, and athleticism to accomplish the same tasks. That's not necessarily true. Like, for basketball, that's not true, right? The women are just as skilled as the men, but the men just run faster and jump higher. So that's the difference. And usually that is the difference. Generally speaking, women express similar levels of skill in a lot of these things. Like, so, I mean, sometimes you'll see women have slower reaction time and shit like that, but most of the time, the skill level, skill only, not stuff that involves heavy athleticism, but the skill only, like jump shooters or ball handlers. It's like, okay, but the thing is that when you add in the athleticism, the speed, the strength, the endurance, you start to become a different thing. And that's the thing. That's the thing that makes men different from women. It's not that complicated.
And you see it when the women verse the men in sports just for fun. You see it.
Yeah.
You see the
men
difference.
are playing around. Women are fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
and they can't do anything.
We've done several videos of women being demolished, even by handicapped people. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, nah. I might have to link that in here. There's no way that a group of men on
that's
crutches
shameful.
beat y'all women. Are you talking about?
Guarda que ahí se escapa el número 7, se escapa el número 7, si la hace bien. Sí, 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 puede ser, le pegó.
Y'all are wilding. You hear me?
A man without a leg. He was playing with one leg.
Folding y'all over.
Whoopsie.
15-year-old teenage boys. Let's not forget that. There's no top male national team that would lose 15-year-old boys.
Yeah.
An example.
Jesus. Those are literally little kids, bro.
Prime example.
Yo, this is unbelievable. Those are dead little kids. Damn, son. Like, you understand this? That even the 15-year-old boys who just barely touched puberty,
Have so much testosterone pumping in them.
they exactly so much testosterone that they are outpacing you. Now, could you imagine what it's gonna look like when these same motherfuckers get another 10 or 5 to 7 years of growing and practicing and gaining grown man strength? They're going to ragdoll you like children. Like, how crazy is that? You think any 15-year-old boy can keep up with grown fucking men? Are you crazy? It's like, let me tell you something. We play basketball, you get like one or two 15-year-olds that are built like they're 23 and are like LeBron James. Was LeBron James ever built like a child? I don't know that to be true. Like, these like, you get like one or two little kids that's like, not little kids, you say 15, 16, right? Built like a brick shit house and be out here playing with adults. And then they get older and become even bigger. Like, that's the only time you see that. And it's one or two. You could never see a group of high school boys beat a group of grown men playing a sport. That's not real. What are you talking about? Damn, son. I'll be so embarrassed, bro.
Damn.
That's bad. I don't know why they agreed to this. I know why the boys did it. Why did the women do it? Why did the women do it? That's what I wanted. Why did you do this to yourself? Right? Why did you do this to yourself? Why did you do this? Because I'm trying to figure that out. It's like, what did you have to prove? If you win, you beat some fucking children. If you lose, you just got beat by some children. Bruh. You feel me? Like, why did you do this to yourself? I don't understand what the reason. Why? You want to have a bad day? What are you talking about? Yo. And then you go, hey, man. What?
So that's the Australian under-20s professional team. That's not the game that you've heard about, maybe, where the Australian first team lost 7-0 to 15-year-old boys.
The Australian women's national team, who were ranked number 5 in the world at the time, lost 7-0 to a team of 15-year-old boys.
But for some reason, those clips have just disappeared into thin air. I wonder why. And this is why I can't take people seriously when they say women should get paid the same as men in football, basketball, most sports, to be honest. If you'd have put the under-20 males team against teenage boys, they'd destroy them. If they'd have been playing against some 15-year-old boys from England, Spain, France, a footballing country, they'd have got destroyed. Not only do you notice those boys are a lot faster, a lot stronger, but technically they're better. And also, it's a business. If people aren't watching women's football, you can't pay them the same because they're not making as much money.
Bro, where does this, like, I always gotta ask this question. Women should be paid the same in sports. Where does this money come from? There's not just a fucking money pit that niggas just pulling this shit out. Where does this come from? What, you want to take it from the men? Like that? Come on, bro. Like,
women that don't even play football asking for equal pay.
never touch a sport in their fucking life. Never played a sport in their life.
Have you actually watched the women's football? Have you ever seen it? No. Have you seen the men's World Cup final? Yes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. We trying to tell you, yo. We be trying to tell you,
Don't
son.
speak on things you don't know. Like,
Right. That, yo, I'm telling you, yo, we be watching these, like, sports, whether it's a trans sports debate or whether it's an equal pay debate. The motherfuckers that be on this shit, these be the people that you clearly can see they never played an athletic thing in their entire life. They couldn't run down the street to save their life. Like, come on, bruh.
everybody's so gassed up on this equality bullshit. Like,
Yes, equality is something you strive for. It's really,
when it makes sense.
It's not really equality. It's equity is what you need.
Yeah.
Fairness.
Yeah.
Because equality means things are the same.
We know it's not.
Equitable means that things are fair. So, if we're moving that shit needs to be equal, then people who have advantages are going to be put on the same playing field as people who have disadvantages, and that's not fair.
And the world would be at a plateau, honestly.
I mean, just look at it for sports. If then you'd remove the gender categories, and there would be no women playing because all the men are better. That's equality.
Yeah.
That's equality. Equity is what we have now, where the WNBA loses $12 million a year and still allowed to be a fucking league.
Yeah. Still fair, right?
Subsidized by the NBA.
Still fair, right?
That's
what it's
that's fairness.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
That's equity. Once you start making it equal for its own sake and in a vacuum, that's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have one basketball league, the NBA, and you know how many women playing in that? Donut. You kidding me? There won't even be any women in the development league.
All the WNBA women need to, like, when they retire from the
Jesus.
sport itself, maybe go into the business so they can have a full comprehension of what it is and how
They already have a
business runs.
comprehension. They just
They're
yapping,
dumb.
bro. They just yapping.
They're dumb.
Because they know goddamn well that if they run a real game with the NBA players, they're gonna get put on a t-shirt. Right? Like Casual Geographic be saying, get their name deleted from the census. Stop fucking playing, man.
It needs to happen so they can have an understanding. It's not gonna happen. Ever.
Remember someone getting dunked on, like how Shaq used to dunk on niggas and swing through with his legs, just dunk on a woman's thrown in the stance.
Teach them like little children.
Right.
Be merciless on
Right.
them.
Who don't hear will feel. Anyway, that's it for this one. We'll holla at you. Y'all wild.